I don't know why. I'm an idiot. No, that's Ocean at the end of the lane. We can't do that. Hello, everybody. This is hectic. I can only apologise. Mucky put Muggins over here, was eating fish and chips, and we were watching Ahsoka, and I got sauce all over me, and now we're here. Hello. Hi. How are you?
While.
It's... How long has it been? It's been a month.
Over a month.
Has it?
Well, a month and a half.
Has it?
Yeah.
Really? Since we did our last live?
Yeah, we did. It was a trick or treat, wasn't it? And it was in early August.
Good Christ!
I mean,
Wow.
It's probably going to be a couple of weeks until we do the October one.
Well, yeah.
That's the only way we can fit it in.
Yeah, exactly. The next... Oh, this brings back memories. The next live we do will literally be in a couple of weeks because Scarefest. Carla! Hello, my love. How are you? Yes, we are doing Candyman tonight, which is one of your favourites, which is lovely. Candyman has been requested by our lovely Patreons. So what we do is we decide 3 movies between ourselves and then we put them up on Patreon so they can basically decide which one they want, which I feel is very diplomatic and how politics should be run, maybe. I don't know. Oh, okay. we're having the time.
Hi, Chris.
Putting more stuff on there as there hasn't been much. Yes, so basically, Chris, I work full-time and I'm busy. But please don't worry. I am currently putting together, I didn't tell you about this, little Halloween hampers for you all. Just as basically to say thank you for continuing to support us whilst we've been quiet. We really appreciate it. I've had a lot going on at the moment, so about to get deep. My nan's not doing too well. Her heart is basically not doing what it's meant to be doing, and that woman practically raised me. So as you can imagine, I'm very stressed, not good at the moment, but doing stuff like this absolutely helps. Also with things going on in general, because my mental health isn't so great, there have been a lot of incidents where at the moment where people haven't been so nice, great, good, and it's very much become a part of we need to start protecting ourselves now. And if we do start getting negative stuff, we're just going to cut it off. Whether that's a subscriber, whether that's somebody who follows us on Instagram, whether that is a Patreon, I'm just not doing it anymore because, you know, I'm not a people pleaser at the end of the day. Like, we're people and we have lives, we have feelings, stuff like that. So that's the situation. I hope you're doing well. I'm sat with the lurgy and popcorn. Oh, bless you. How are you both? I hope you're both well and is all good with you. Yeah. Jack, hello, my love. How are you? I'm back once again. I had a really good birthday last week and I even got a Nintendo Switch. Hope you're both all right. Oh my gosh, I've been addicted to my Nintendo Switch at the moment. Disney Dreamlight Valley, playing it all the time. Well, not all the time. I literally get in from work, do about 5 minutes of living, and then I go to bed. Sorry to hear that about you, Nan sending. Thank you. Yeah, so Chris, you can understand why things are difficult. The problem with doing stuff like this is people believe that you're kind of like superheroes and normal everyday situations don't kind of hit you. So yeah, that's why when it comes to like uploading and stuff like that, it's kind of slowed down a bit. Also, as you guys know, like I work at a theme park that rhymes with Tolton Flowers, and we're getting to our busiest time of the year at the moment. So I'm basically either going to be at work or asleep.
I mean, can you give me the password and everything, and I could start uploading stuff?
That is a big responsibility. I can do that.
I am effectively Lou's social media manager.
It's true, he is.
I have to keep doing this. You need to upload stuff.
I wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for him. True story.
You've still got a box of goth to do, and you've got that one to do.
No, that's the only one.
No, you need to edit and upload last month.
Oh, yes.
Which is your birthday one. Technically 2 months ago. That's last month.
This is where our relationship happens. You do realise with the box of goth, I get them like 1 month later than they're meant to be.
But still,
So last month's is this month's. So the one I've got
that came last month, so that's July.
No, it didn't. It came this month.
Did it? Well, that came at the beginning of the month then.
We do live in the same house, don't we?
Yeah, we just work opposite shifts.
Yeah, we do. A Demon Consort game on. Love some ideas for new Switch games. I love Disney Dreamlight Valley. Yeah, Disney Dreamlight is freaking awesome. A lot of Blu-rays to date, especially the ones at HMV. I mean, Blu-rays, yeah. We
get them if necessary.
We get them if necessary. We're not massive like, oh, this new horror movie's come out. We need a DVD like stat. We're not like that. I don't think.
It's only stuff we like. Like
yeah,
when Evil Dead Rise came out and Terrifier 2.
They were big ones. They were absolutely massive ones.
If it's something we really enjoyed and we want to see it again, we'll be like, yeah, we'll get it when it comes out.
Yeah.
But if it's something that we're not that bothered about, then we'll wait for it to come on streaming.
A lot of people do ask us the kind of stuff we collect, though. I collect all sorts of paraphernalia, all sorts. If it's to do with Evil Dead, you better believe I'm there. I don't know. You don't really collect a lot of stuff, do you? You're not very materialistic, are you? You're more for your autographs, aren't you?
Yeah, I delve into the Funko Pops every now and then, especially when it comes to Ghost.
Yes. We've got so many Funko Pops. Gonna meet Nick Castle, James Hugh Courtney, yes. Brad Dourif. Yes, we've already met Brad Dourif. He was lovely and he made me cry, but we move. You're very excited to meet Nick Castle, aren't you? And James Hugh Courtney. Finally, this guy has been wanting to meet Michael Myers for so long, haven't you?
Yes, and I finally get to. And Kiefer Sutherland on Sunday.
I'm gonna go up to him and say, do you really need to do the PlusNet adverts? Because I don't think you need to do the PlusNet.
Plus 500.
Yeah, the plus 500. Do you know how many times I've heard you trying to teach an alien how to say plus? Shut up. I'm new here. I really love your videos. Sending lots of love to you both and your nan. Thank you for spending time with us. Thank you so much. Lovely to meet you. Hello. We've been getting a lot of new people, fresh faces recently, whether that's from
the theatre now.
The theatre. Yes, we do that. So the theatre, yeah, I'll tell you that story in a second. So whether that's from our paranormal stuff, our horror stuff, our lives as well, and pretty much everything we do. Download's a massive one we get people from. But thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. My hair is a mess. Absolute mess. But we recently went to see Ocean at the End of the Lane, didn't we? Who are you emailing?
About that social media manager job.
You do it for me. So we went to see Ocean at the End of the Lane recently. And if you don't know what that is a play that has been written by Neil Gaiman. And it was phenomenal. If you are anywhere near it whilst it's touring, please go and see it. If you like Good Omens, if you like Sandman, anything like that, this is definitely for you. But we literally got to go, went to the backstage door and we got to meet a few people. So I've got like a load of autographs. And I got to meet Janine
from
EastEnders. Is Candyman based on a true story? I've heard it's a horror film. Yes, that's the one we're watching tonight, Jack. Is it based on a true story? Let's find out. Hey Siri.
It's based off a book.
Is Candyman based off a true story? Candyman is not based off a true story.
It's a book by Clive Barker.
Yes, it is.
That's why Clive Barker had a lot to do with this first one. It was not set in Chicago. Is it Chicago? Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago.
It was originally set in Liverpool. In the book.
I mean, Liverpool is a scary place, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm spitting facts here. Liverpool is terrifying. I know that Candyman is based on what words. Clive Barker is amazing in the fact that he likes to do a lot of his work based off of things that a lot of issues within society. So Candyman was based a lot on like racism and, you know, all of the horrible stuff that the Black community went through all over the world, essentially. Like, we are awful for it, you know, like, not personally, but like the pain that they went through and how it just continues from day to day. And it just, you know, once the slave trade was over, like, it just didn't stop. And even in this day and age, racism, you know, bigotry is rife, and it's awful. And it's,
I mean, further examples of that and segregation and all that is look at Nightbreed.
yeah. I spoke to Bamford. Simon Bamford about it, and I basically said to him that in Nightbreed, if you haven't seen it, you need to watch it. It's very choppy, and the reason for that is because the studio, the company that Clive Barker works with, they chopped it and cut it that much that it just wasn't what he wanted anymore, and that's why.
That was Craig. That was Craig who said that.
Yeah, so
Simon
so what I was saying to Simon Bamford is that one of the scenes in Nightbreed makes me cry so much.
His character.
We won't give anything away because you might watch it, but
it's a powerful scene.
Yeah, what happens to his character is very similar to what used to happen to me at school. I used to get the absolute hell kicked out of me for being different. I was very overweight when I was a child, but I was also very alternative, you know. I wore my goth clothes, I wore all sorts of alternative stuff. Same as yourself. Not with the alternative side, but you were very quiet, you were very introverted, and because of that you were targeted.
Easy target.
And what Nightbreed deals with is the fact that something that might come across as strange and not necessarily normal, it doesn't mean that they're a monster, it just means that there's something different, but they're still trying to live their life, they're still trying to be happy. And then you've got these normies coming in just ruining everything. Like, it is, like Gareth said, it's such a powerful movie, and a lot of what Clive Barker actually did was a lot to do with queer horror and queer representation as well, because a lot of his characters are a lot of them either are gay or they do have bisexual undertones.
Look at
Hellraiser, yeah. The Cenobites were basically made to be
like BDSM.
Quite BDSM, non-gender conforming
because they weren't they don't hold a gender.
No, they don't.
From what you well, as an audience member looking at it, say, oh yeah, that's a man, that's a woman.
Yeah.
But in the book, like the Hell Priest is supposedly depicted as a woman.
Yeah.
Like in the new Hellraiser.
Yeah. Which is absolutely incredible. You know, I was watching a lot of this. Gareth is relatively, I wouldn't say relatively new anymore to the horror genre, but I was involved in it a lot more when I was growing up.
My horizons have been broadened because most of my horror was mostly like slasher.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I like to think that since you've met me, you've delved into a lot more of like fantasy horror and other genres of it. But growing up for me, watching Clive Barker's work was such a breath of fresh air because it was something different. It was something so gutturally beautiful and yet so sad at the same time that it's like, wow. Oh yes, go on, Jack, get a cuppa, get one for me. Thanks for the welcome. And I have such hair envy. You're also naturally pretty, love your style. Are you flirting with me? I'm sorry. Thank you.
We don't know how to take compliments.
We don't. I'm cripplingly depressed. You've potentially got autism. And I'm anxious as well. Mild. I went to my first session of my Autism Confidence program this week and got 5 more weekly sessions left. I'm talking about everything from social communications to understanding anxiety. That's brilliant. That's awesome. That is also what we like to talk about on the channel and in these chats here. It's so nice to just talk about everything that's going on, and if we are struggling a little bit, like, we can all kind of group together and just have these really nice conversations together. It's really nice. It's a lovely community we've built. So much so that some people who watch this, we see them out and about, don't we?
Yeah. You got spotted in the theatre.
I got spotted in a theatre.
And you just so happened to be sitting next to a subscriber.
So Liz, lovely Liz, I like to call her. Liz is a lovely subscriber who has followed us for a while now. And I went to watch Ocean at the End of the Lane for the first time with my friends from work. And we were sat down and we were watching it. And there was a scene where me and Liz had a reaction at the same time. So we kind of gasped and then looked at each other and laughed it off. But I noticed she kept looking over at me until the interval. And I was going up, and as I was walking past her, I said, "Sorry, like, do you mind if I just get past?" And she was like, "Are you Loucifer?" She said, "I could be." And it turns out that she'd been a subscriber for like a really long time. She'd been sat next to me in the theatre, and she loves our content. And she had a photo with me, and now I'm on her TikTok. So, like, I literally left the theatre to go and get a drink with my friends, and I was like crying my eyes out because I was just like so happy and felt so honoured to be noticed at somewhere that wasn't a convention or wasn't a gig or a download. I'm sorry, I'm just looking off into the distance because I'm watching Gareth.
Sorry, no, Webster's replying.
I'm like a hawk. But yeah, it's been a thing. Anything else? Any new updates?
Photos are being collected for Liverpool, for Love of Horror.
Oh, yes, of course. Yeah, so if you're going to Liverpool Comic Con or if you're going to any Comic Cons within the next couple of months and you don't know about this, if you're going to meet a celebrity, they're not going to have their pictures on the tables that you can pick.
At this moment in time.
At this moment in time, because the writer's strikes and the actor's strikes. So what we're doing now is Gareth has found this really cool website where you can get like screenshots from movies.
Screenshots, still promotional stills. They're all high quality.
Would you like to show them?
Yes. Check it a bit. So it's called moviestillsdb.com. To be able to download, you have to donate. It's like one of these sites there. They rely on donations to keep going, but I think I paid £5.47 for 100
Send me
downloads.
the link. Do you know what the link is? Do you know what the website's called?
What I'll do, I'll put it in the chat.
Yeah, Gareth's going to put it in the chat for you, Chris, and then hopefully you'll be able to see that.
But it's like we've managed to get, so because I'm meeting Jensen Ackles, so there.
Lucky sod.
Lou's got Helena Bonham Carter. Examples, Simon Pegg. That's a promotional picture. Because I've got Nick Frost on the other side. From the other side.
That's going to look awesome.
Gwendolyn Christie. Let's go to For Love of Horror. Like, big ones.
Yeah, this might be ideal for. Wow, is there any Nick Castle?
Yes.
Ones? Yeah, I was about to say, Chris, this might be ideal for you actually.
So that's the one I'm getting for Nick Castle, and then that's the one Lou's getting.
As you know, I've got the brain cell. Well, I've only got one brain cell, so that's why I find it quite humorous.
And then obviously,
Daddy.
Kiefer Sutherland.
Daddy.
80 quid for him, not bad.
It's not bad for him. I was expecting more, to be fair.
But then you've also got Alyssa Sutherland.
Mother.
So these are just examples of what we're doing.
I want to be her when I grow up.
Alyssa Sutherland?
Yes.
What?
A tall, sexy woman.
Killing your children.
You were meant to say that you already are a tall, sexy
woman. You already
woman.
are. I'm digging a hole.
You are absolutely digging a hole.
And then all I need to do is print off some more for sci-fi.
Yeah.
Just waiting for some more guests, and then that'll be that. So I will get that put in the chat.
Yeah, so we'll be able to get that link over to you, Chris, very shortly. Definitely need to get some for horror. Yeah. I need to get my autograph sorted. I haven't even bought any yet.
Nope.
None
of them have sold out.
It's almost like I'm winging it. It's almost like I'm winging life because that's all I know how to do. We've got 8 minutes left until we start the movie.
Well, you want to. Oh yeah, and then we're going to get a better version of Homelander in case he turns up.
I want to meet him, but I'm scared.
It's okay, you can meet Mother's Milk. He's one of the boys.
Yeah, he is. He's one of the lads. Lads. I'm very introverted. Are you meeting Helena at Liverpool? Okay, I'll do one comment at a time. So, Carla, the situation with Liverpool is I booked it off as holiday. However, because I work at Towers during Scarefest, I have to work the full period. I've booked it off, so fingers crossed I should be able to go. And
just for the day.
Just for the day, and that means that I'll get to meet Helena Bonham Carter and Simon Pegg, Carrie Elwes, who is my favourite Saw character, believe it or not. I'm very introverted, and that has always made me a target for getting bullied, even in the workplace. Even in the workplace, thankfully, I found the strength to change jobs, and the place I'm now at is so much nicer. Ooh. Anxiety is the worst, and people can be so mean. I'm trying to build up my trust in people, but it's hard sometimes. Yeah, absolutely. It really is. My advice is with something like that is to take it one.
Is it not coming up?
No, not yet. Chris, we're just trying to get that link to you now. Gareth's having a bit of a hurrah. If not, we'll put it up on the Patreon for you, so you'll be able to access it through there. Yeah, so going back to the anxiety thing,
if I send it to you,
yes,
you can open a different window, I imagine, of Facebook, and then you just put it as a pinned comment.
Oh, it's going to be so confusing. Slayer Reviews, yes, my love. Hello there. Hey, Loucifer, can't wait to meet. Sorry, someone just walked past the window. Can't wait to meet you in 6 weeks at For the Love of Horror. Going to be a pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much. I'm going to be knackered. I'm going to be absolutely knackered because Halloween would have finished. And yes, I'll message you on I'll message you on Facebook, Chris. We'll do that. Yeah, I'm going to be absolutely knackered because the Halloween season would have finished and I would have just been getting physically, verbally, and mentally harassed by guests. Wahoo. Yeah, back to the anxiety thing. Take it one step at a time.
Was this with conventions?
No, with anxiety.
Just in general.
Don't forget to breathe. I know it sounds stupid and I know it sounds really silly, but with my anxiety now, it started manifesting physically. So my lungs aren't good anyway. So I had whooping cough when I was a baby, and they've also been kind of wrecked from secondhand smoking and stuff like that. And when I do get anxious and I do have anxiety attacks, I have to be very mindful about what's going on with my lungs. Sometimes Gareth will have to remind me to just put my hands behind my head so it opens them up so you can breathe. What I've had to do now as well is, and I'll show you this, I've now had to get a Nimbus card. So what that basically means is I find it very difficult in crowded places, in places where I don't have control over what's going on. I find it very difficult to be in places where I'm not in control, and Gareth knows this, and
Liverpool
he knows.
Comic Con said it all.
Yeah, so I've now had to get a Nimbus card. And that basically means that I can get assistance with queuing. So I can get assistance to the disabled access queue line if I need it. I'm feeling anxious already.
We haven't been able to get the access for Liverpool.
No.
For the Love of Horror, but
for the Love of Sci-Fi, we have got access for it. So I've had to do that because I'm very much at a point in my life now where I need help enjoying life, enjoying the things that we go and we want to do. And I've got severe imposter syndrome because I've grown up and I've kind of lived that long without that assistance that I feel like I don't deserve it and I'm not bad enough to have it, which is wrong because everybody needs assistance. Oh my God.
I don't know why I did it like that.
Me neither.
If you could see it on the camera, it was like this.
Everybody deserves.
So even Carla's telling you to breathe.
Everybody deserves help. Everybody deserves help.
But some need more assistance than others.
And
like you need more assistance than I do.
Yeah, and I've very much learned that I need that help now. And it's kind of relieving, but it's kind of awful at the same time because I feel like I've just taken like massive steps back in my journey, and I'm so.
But this is actually technically a bigger step forwards because you've recognised that you need the assistance. You've taken that step, and you're now learning to live with it.
This was meant to be nice. What the hell?
Right, that's how MG Media. When and where is For the Love of Horror? So, Love for the Love of Horror.
Let's go from the beginning.
On the 10th and 11th or 11th and 12th.
MG Media. When and where is For the Love of Horror?
I've just read that.
I'm so sorry. Manchester
Boulders Exhibition Centre. I think it's the 10th and 11th. Yeah, 10th and 11th of November.
Have the tickets sold out?
No.
No.
Actually, I think Saturday has. Weekend and Saturday has.
Potentially Sunday.
So Sunday, but go on their website, and you got all the autograph tickets. Haven't sold out though.
Are you meeting Tony Todd this year?
No,
he isn't.
Well, he's going to London Film and Comic Con, but it's the same weekend as
Tony Todd. I thought he cancelled.
No, he cancelled summer.
Sorry, no, I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Sorry, nerd. That's not your name. Take over. Just take over.
It's been a long day.
I'm so sorry. I was just reading you.
Jack, you have missed a lot.
Oh, God.
It's okay. They don't mind being called nerd.
Did they say that?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, look, the view count's bumped up.
And this is why I need a Nimbus card, because I'm a wreck. Oh, is she okay? No, I'm not.
I'm sure Carla's loving it as well.
Oh, I hope you're all enjoying the drama. I'm not.
Right then, shall we do a 10-second 10-second countdown?
We have got the movie starting. Before we continue the conversation, stop laughing at me, Carla. We're going to do a 10-second countdown. So get your movie ready. If we're all watching Candyman, whack it on. We're at the start of the Universal World thing.
Yeah, because it decided to play itself.
Are we ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Let's continue. Now, you are honestly an inspiration. I don't feel like one right now. Oh, God. Why is there no tequila in this house?
There's a Serrano somewhere.
Let's get back onto your comments. I'm so sorry for calling you a nerd. Oh my God, is she okay? No, I'm not. I'm nervous too. I'm traveling down from alone for my second year at For the Love of Horror. I suffer with autism, Asperger's syndrome, ADHD, borderline personality disorder, and severe anxiety. That's a lot. Congrats for going down on your own. That's a massive step. We've literally just spoken about this. Why is the music so awful?
It's been a while since we watched it.
I didn't realise the music was so awful at the start. Yeah, so one of the beauties of doing this channel is that we've managed to help so many people with mental illnesses. Sorry. See you off. Oh, that's better. Yeah, so the beauty of this channel is we've been able to help so many people who are anxious about these kinds of things. I don't know if you've watched a few of our videos. I'm not too sure. But what we've managed to do is we've managed to make like a comprehensive video of how these things kind of go down. So for the love of horror, for the love of sci-fi, conventions in general. If you have any questions at all about how the conventions work, about the best things to do, the not so best things to do,
we've already got a game plan for the love of horror.
Yeah, that's a really good thing to do. Make a game plan.
So we're staying over. We're doing the after party as well.
Last year and saw you vlogging on the day, but was so nervous to come over and say hello. I've been following your channel for quite a few. Oh, Slayer, thank you so much. We've said this to a few people. There's a lovely girl in London called Chloe, and she wanted to meet us. And we don't know when we're going to be back up again, do we? And she was at a similar convention to us, and she was right behind me, and she wanted to come and say hello, and she didn't because she was so nervous. And it was really, it wasn't sad because obviously like she was very anxious, and you know, she needed to do what was best for her. But please don't think we're scary people. We are the least scariest people. The only time I'm scary is in a scare maze. That's my job. I won't be able to do the after party due to loud noises. I don't like it due to my autism. Yeah, I think the after party is going to be quite intense. We've talked about it, haven't we? We're going to the after party.
Yeah.
So what I might do is, oh my God, it's Ted Raimi.
Yeah.
Sorry, segue. Ted Raimi's in this movie. I had this exact same reaction the last time we watched this. God, isn't he fit?
The fact that you asked that and it got to the point where we went, no.
Like back in the day, I'm sorry, Ted Raimi and Sam Raimi and Bruce are a bit dish. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film the after party just because I don't think people necessarily want to have a camera in the face when they're 5 deep in tequila and sambuca. So what I might do is I might take a few pictures and do a...
Well, you can film because Tim Capella's performing.
Yeah, so I'll film little bits, but what I'll do is, because I'm quite active on Instagram, I'll do a massive Instagram post and tell everybody what it was like. So what the vibe was, how it felt, whether it's appropriate for people with autism or not. Like you said, Chris, it might just be a case of it might be too loud and it might be too hectic, so it might have to be one to miss. However, I want to be as transparent as possible with the channel, and if it's potentially something you can go to, I want to make sure you know about it. Why is this so weird? I forgot to tell you that I went to a small festival last Saturday and I felt dizzy and started to cry due to being overwhelmed, so I went home early. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. What do you think set it off? Yeah, it's... I find that sometimes I know when I'm going to have an anxiety attack, but other times I just don't. I have no idea when it's going to happen, and then I just go.
Well, it's like you got set off at Manchester the second we walked through the door.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I do not know why. But there are some times where, like, 1 minute I'll be fine and just talking to you, and the next minute I'll just be like, crying my eyes out. I so need to go to Comic-Con or HorrorCon. Yes, you do, Carla. Where you at, bro? Apparently, Tim Capello is only doing the performances for the after party this year and not doing both days. Yeah, I know. That sucks. I'm very surprised about that, actually, and I thought he would be.
But it's probably because they've got more talks going on.
Potentially. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is.
I know for the after party, they've got G-Tom Mac, who does Cry Little Sister.
I'm so excited about that.
Tim Capello, Cadaverous Black, I think, is hosting it.
Yeah. Who's a drag artist.
They've got karaoke, rockaoke going.
Yeah, you need to sign up for it, though, because I was thinking about doing it, but then I was like, no.
Well, apparently they got one more surprise as well.
But I feel so much better. During this week. I think it was because it happened I never had the anxiety at Comic Cons. I feel more comfortable at Comic Cons than at festivals. Yeah.
They're two completely different atmospheres.
Yeah, exactly. Like festivals can be incredibly overwhelming. Like our download experience this year was very overwhelming. It was, in some points, it was difficult. It was very, very difficult, which is why, and I want to say this now, so people aren't expecting it. We're not doing RIP next year.
We're doing it slightly differently.
Yeah. We're doing things a little bit different because
we're rejigging life.
Yeah, with everything that's happening with my nan, I'm terrified that she's not going to be around for a gazillion years like I wanted her to be. And we've decided that we've been to a friend's wedding recently, haven't we? And we had that stark realization that every single day life is happening, whether we want it to or not. The years are chugging on, life is literally happening. So,
and the housing market is rubbish in the UK at the moment.
And the housing market is horrendous at the moment. So what we're going to do is, hopefully in 2025,
get the wedding done.
It's finally going to happen. We're finally going to get married. So that means that a lot of things are going to be put on the back burner. A lot of things that we usually do, we're not going to be doing. So we're going to have to be a bit more creative with content, which I'm not upset about. Hopefully, I'm in contact with a few people and we're going to try and get a podcast going.